introduction of our course for this semester. Okay, so our course itself is the Business Process Outsourcing, okay, or BPO. Okay, I know at one point or the other, you already heard about BPO or BPO companies. Okay, dahil syempre, it's one of the trends here in the Philippines. And as whether we admit it or not, BPO offers a lot of jobs para sa ating mga Filipinos. So, in this lesson, we will describe the BPO industry here in the Philippines. Okay, and then let's try to see the industry then lalo sa ibang bansa. So, yun. So, and then we will know what are the common areas of outsourced business process. So ano-ano ba yung mga tasks na ina-outsource ng iba't ibang companies? Okay. Before we start, I just want to break the myth na kapag ka BPO company is a call center company. Okay? So for example, so you're working in a BPO company, so call center ka. Okay? So that is wrong. At somehow it is true, but somehow it's not. Why? Because call center is under a BPO company. Pero hindi lang call center company ang meron sa BPO. Okay? So I just want to break that myth. Okay? So yun. And then later we will know ano-ano ba? Ano-ano ba yung mga tasks or processes na ina-outsource mostly ng mga companies. And last one, we will be able to understand the advantages and disadvantages of outsourcing. So paano ba yan wini-weigh? Paano ba tinitimbang ng mga companies? Siyempre, dapat if you're going to outsource, dapat mas marami yung advantages sa disadvantages. So later, we will try to discuss what are the advantages and disadvantages ng pag-outsource. So now, let's define, unahin na natin i-define ang outsourcing. I know some of you are quite confused because I already sent your activity number 1 in the Google Classroom. And then, some of you are asking me, Ma'am, ano po ba yun? Ano po ba yung outsourcing, ganyan? And then they are confused on what to do with the activity. Okay, let's define what outsourcing is. Okay, so outsourcing is the practice of sending certain job functions outside a company instead of handling them in-house. Okay? So, for example, merong isang task sa isang company na hindi na kayang i-handle ng mga employees within the company dahil sobrang dami na nilang ginagawa. Okay. They can choose to outsource. Okay. What else? Outsourcing is a technique in which businesses entrust the processes of their company functions to external vendors. Okay. Hindi lang, minsan, isang certain task siya. Minsan naman, it's a process. Okay. So, sa company niyo biglang nag-arise yung need na kailangan niyo ng video editor. Okay? Pero dahil sa dami na ng ginagawa niyo within the company, tapos wala rin na able to edit the videos, pwede kayo mag-outsource ng task na yon. Okay? And then, paano naman sa processes? For example, yung customer service nyo. Okay, so for example, si Globe, ayan, si Smart, some of them, okay, some of the telecom companies, they are outsourcing their customer service. So, kaya kapag may kinausap kayo na customer service nila, they are not really employees ng Smart. Okay, they are outsourced. It's the same. Kapag nag-call center ka, hindi ka employee ng particular company na nagko-customer service ka, pero they outsourced the customer service from outside their company. Okay, so again, if the process ay di na ma-handle ng company or ng certain business, they can choose to outsource that process or that tasks. Okay, so I hope outsourcing is now clear sa bawat isa. Okay, now, let's see what are the processes na ina-outsource or services na ina-outsource. There are two types. Number one, voice-based. Okay, so ito yung madalas nasa call center, okay? It may require you to have good oratory skills and good communication ability in English, okay, particularly in English. But again, meron namang mga call center na Filipino yung language nila. Okay? So, yun. So, some of my friends, okay, they are call center, pero hindi English yung yung medium nila, yung language nila. But, they are speaking Filipino, ganyan. And then, for example, you know how to speak Korean or Japanese. Ayan. So, you can apply for the voice-based service of that particular company na ganon yung requirement nila. Okay, so that's for voice-based. Now, next one is non-voice-based BPO services. Ano to? Those are jobs that do not require direct interaction or voice, but rather leading with knowledge. These jobs may include computer work, such as payroll or analyst position. Maybe some of you might know this, but some of you are not. There are some companies na hindi within wala silang HR. Okay? So, ina-outsource nila yung HR nila or yung payroll nila. So, ibig sabihin, hindi sila yung nagko-compute ng mismong payroll nila. They pay for other companies or for other people to do that job for them. Okay, so that is outsourcing. Kasama din yon sa BPO companies. Okay, such companies are IBM, if you know IBM, so they are BPO companies. Okay, but there are some BPO companies na may non-voice, meron din naman sila na voice. Meron din, kumbaga, parehas yun na ino-offer nila. Okay, so again, ang BPO, hindi lang siya call center. So you can, later, we will know um, more tasks or more business process na nag-hire sila or nag-outsource sila. Next, ayan. So, the question is, how can you make it work for your business? So, paano naman na magiging effective yung pag-outsource? Halimbawa, mag-start ka pa lang to outsource something or some tasks para sa business mo. So, paano mo may ensure that it will work for your business? First thing is you have to make sure that the company or the person you are hiring can really do the job. Okay? Pwedeng you ask the former or their current clients about kung paano sila magtrabaho. Okay? And then find out kung ano bang industries or ano bang type ng workload yung firm yung uh, associated with that firm. Okay? And then number two, make sure na you feel comfortable with who will be doing the work and that you can discuss your concerns and needs openly. This is one of the most important thing to do, okay? You may ask them to see samples of the work na kanilang nagawa before, especially for example, you are going to outsource a graphic designer. Okay, so you may ask, meron ka bang mga nagawa na before? Have you worked in graphic design before? Ano yung mga nagawa mo na? So, yun. So in that, you may see if they can really do the job na i-outsource mo para sa kanila. Okay. So, I just want to share this one because I tried freelancing before. So madalas yung mga freelancers, they are the one who can accept yung mga madadaling outsource jobs or syempre depende sa tasks or sa job na ibibigay sa kanila. So this is from Upwork. Okay, upwork.com. So for example, this is your profile. So this is your name and then kung ano ba yung kung engineer ka ba, architect, accountant, ayan, or kahit yung mga simpleng data encoder. Ayan, so and then video editor. So you can they outsource. They really outsource those kind of jobs. So for example, siya net developer siya and then architect pa siya. So ang base niya sa US, ganyan. So this is an overview, parang profile niya. If you're going to see, para siyang LinkedIn. Okay? So ganoon din siya. So and then nandiyan nakalagay yung work history and feedback. So 'di ba sabi ko kanina, for you to know if effective ba or magwo-work ba sa business mo yung pag-outsource, you have to make sure that yung someone or yung company na i-hire mo to do that job is really capable of doing that. Okay, so yan, nakalagay dyan yung mga work history niya. And then, ano, magkano na yung na-earn niya, ganyan, through that. Tapos kung mapapansin nyo, dahil medyo matagal na siya, $44 per hour yung rate niya. Okay, so ibig sabihin, malalaman mo na, baka medyo um, high-end talaga yung mga gawa niyang, kung ano-ano yung ginagawa niya. Or, medyo mababa ba, so siguro nag-start pa lang siya. Or, um, ah, siguro hindi pa din gano'n yung skills niya. So, by saying this, you may now calculate kung magagawa niya ba yung job na i-offer mo sa kanya or hindi. So, yan. So this is just a sample. Marami pang outsourcing agent. So, para kasi silang agent na you may post jobs, tapos yung mga tao yung mag apply sa'yo. So, madalas, ako nakikita ko rin to sa LinkedIn. So, yan. So, if you want to practice or to explore, ayan, you may do or create your account, ayan, para ma-check nyo rin siya. And then, just observe kung paano ba nangyayari yung pag-outsource. Okay? So, yan. So, that is one way. Okay, another way is there is this company, okay, for example, IBM, and then they will hire people para gawin yung outsource process na nakuha nila or ipapasa sa kanila. So, babayaran si IBM and then IBM will pay for their employees. So that's another thing naman or another way of out sa BPO.